Hi everyone, it's Nora. If it's your first time visiting my YouTube channel, thank you so much. As you can tell that most of my videos are about people who have been used for the green card. It's a sad story, unfortunately. So it is my passion to share people's stories to bring awareness so it doesn't happen to other people. So watch the videos and look for the signs, the red flags. So I wanted to share with you how I got started in this. So in 2007, 2008, I had MySpace account, and I had about 1,000 women followers. And many of the women contacted me because they were in a relationship with foreigners, and many of them unfortunately had been used for the green card. And so shortly after that, I went to school to be a journalist and a news broadcaster. And then I had gone overseas on a mission trip to Morocco. And in Morocco is a third world country, so a lot of things happen there in that country that don't happen in the United States or European countries. And so I saw firsthand the desperation of the citizens in that country. So I did research on green card abuse, green card scammers, and I put it in an article. I wrote an article for the Moroccan World News. It was an online article. I wrote that article in 2011, 2012, and they said it got the most comments and reactions than any other article they had ever published. And they called the article the Scourge of Green Card Marriage. That wasn't the title that I had, but if you've ever been a journalist, your editor can change things, and they changed the title. Scourge actually is not a word is common in English, but it must have been a word that the Moroccan people could identify with. So in that article, there was so much comments, and I had to stop reading the comments because a lot of it was offensive. And my editor told me, don't read the comments. You should never read the comments. And if you're getting this much reaction, it's a good thing, he said. So they actually shut off the comments because there were so many of them. So in my article, so let's step back a little bit. I had visited Morocco, went there on missions, and so I got into a Facebook group that was on Moroccan tourism. And in that group, a guy reached out to me. His name was Driss. And I'm going to call him Driss. That's not his real name. He had just arrived to America and was living in California from Morocco. He got here on the lottery. Now, the lottery is not like the lottery in America where you buy these tickets and hope to win millions. The lottery in foreign countries like Morocco, you can spend a few dollars and register to come to the United States or a different country. And your name gets picked, drawn out randomly. And if you get picked, they approve you to go to America. There are requirements. You have to have a certain amount of money in your bank account, and you have to know somebody in America. So Dress had won the lottery. He was living in California for a couple of months, and he hadn't gone to any other states. He wanted to visit Oregon, so I invited him to Oregon, and I basically was his tour guide. I showed him a lot of tourist areas in Oregon. He stayed a couple of days, maybe 3 days, and he went back to California. But the night before he went back, I was sharing with him about all these women that had been used for the green card. He stood across from me stood across my counter and told me these exact words. If he hadn't have got to the USA on the lottery, he would have used some old woman to get here. Used an old woman, he said. So with that said, now I'm all for people trying to get a better life. because Driss was here working, sending money to Morocco for his family, because Morocco is a very hard country to work, and it's a poverty-stricken country. So he was sending money to his parents so they could have a better life. I'm all for people having a better life, but not using people to do it. Now, I often say in my videos, desperate people do desperate things. Now, there's a difference if somebody comes together and they have an arrangement. They know why they're getting married. If they have an arrangement to help that person to stay in the country, and they know that the marriage is going to end after they get their green card. That is a different story. That's two adults making this decision. But when you use somebody and you deceive them and you make them believe that you love them, you make them believe that they're going to stay with you, there's a lot of factors involved in that. Divorce in itself is very hard. But when you have somebody divorce you after getting what they want from you, the green card, finances, pretending to love you, going to immigration for interviews, immigration coming to your house for interviews, random interviews, money exchanged, all these factors involved. It is very deceptive and very, very heartbreaking to be used. Some of these people put these people's names on their homes, buy them cars, spend lots of money on them to help them get established in the United States, only for them to leave 2 to 3 years later after they get their green card. That is devastating. So when I wrote this article, I made a lot of Moroccans angry, and a lot of Moroccans agreed with what I had said. They said it was true. So I shared with you my story about Driss and what he had said. He would use some old woman to get the green card. He was honest. Driss was only 28 years old when he came to the United States. Now, I had written in the article the things that men and women in Morocco look for in a woman or a man to develop a relationship with, to come to the United States. Okay, so where do they find you at? Now they're going to find you through Facebook, or they'll find you through a dating site, or they'll find you through Instagram or TikTok. And you're going to be in those websites, those social medias, and they're going to ask you if you have WhatsApp. Now, 9 times out of 10, if they ask you if you have WhatsApp, they're going to be in a different country, because WhatsApp is an app, a phone app, where you can correspond with people from all over the world, exchange videos, do a live messenger, texting, phone calls through WhatsApp. And that's what they do. They ask you if you have WhatsApp. So typically they'll go after older women, and the young girls will go after older men. And the reason why they do that is because in order to get approved to come to the United States, for their petition to be approved, you have the individual that's going to petition for them to come to the United States has to be well established. You have to have a certain amount of income. And so they like to go after the older people because they've been on the job longer, they're making more money, they're more established. So they'll go after older people. I've actually seen a boy, 18 years old, married a woman who's 44 in the United States. He actually got approved. So he's 18 years old and she's 44. And he came to the United States. She used to send him money all the time for books to learn English, help out his family, gifts, clothes, everything. Anyway, he got approved. He got here. He was with her for a couple of years and then divorced her, left. He's here in America. So they'll go after older women. Sometimes they're in their 40s to 70 something. I've seen that. These young guys go after these older women. Can you imagine using a 70, 75-year-old woman? The age of your grandparents? and then to use her. Oh my gosh, isn't that sickening? So where will they find you? They'll find you like on the social media, or they'll be here illegally on a tourist visa, student visa, or a work visa. And then their visa is running out and they'll need to find somebody quickly to marry. They'll do it that way. Or they'll find you in a tourist site in their country. You'll be going over there on vacation, and that's a tourist site, the restaurants or coffee shops, cafes. They'll be offering to help you with your luggage, help you with translation, help you with transportation. And then before you know it, they're charming you, and it happens that way too. So what's the type of person they go after? Like I said, the older person who's more established. And they go after people that are disabled. Can you believe it? They go after people who have low self-esteem, who have or you just got out of a bad marriage and they're charming you and telling you you're beautiful, and how they are not attracted to younger women, or they're not attracted to Moroccan women. I've heard that time and time again. They're not attracted to the Moroccan women, but yet they marry an American woman, divorce her after they get the green card, and then petition to bring that Moroccan woman over to the United States and marry her. Lies. So they promise to treat you like a queen. They talk about marriage within the first couple of weeks to a month. They haven't even seen you and they're talking about marriage. And you're charmed because maybe you got out of an abusive relationship, or just not feeling very good about yourself. And this young, attractive Moroccan guy with an accent is telling you you're beautiful and keeping in touch with you every single day. And you're just falling for him. But not only is he corresponding with you, he's corresponding with so many other American women too. Going for the highest bidder. Going for the one who's going to take his bait. He's fishing. So then they'll do that, and then they know that you can't have kids because you're older. You can't have kids. And they'll tell you, oh, it doesn't matter. Yes, it does matter, because most of them want to have kids. Their parents want them to have grandbabies. Or you'll tell them that you're not a Muslim, and they'll go, oh, it doesn't matter. Religion doesn't matter. Yes, it does matter, because if they're a practicing Muslim, they're going to do Ramadan, and they're going to pray 5 times a day, and eventually they're going to want you to be a Muslim. Or they're going to divorce you and then marry a Muslim. So they'll tell you religion isn't a problem. But yes, it is a problem. He'll invite you to his country, or she will invite you to her country. And who's going to pay for the trip? You are. Because they can't afford to get you a plane fare. I mean, they might allow you to stay in their home on vacation, but that's it. They're not going to be able to take you out and wine and dine you and buy things for you while you're there. Because they can't afford it. You're going to be buying everything. You're going to be taking them to restaurants and feeding them and buying them gifts, and their family might feed you while you're in their home, but you're going to be paying for it, not them. So, some of these marriages do work out. I know someone whose marriage is working out. She's been married to him for like 10 years. And there's like a 12-year difference. They don't have kids because she was older. And their marriage works out. And there is a few that their marriage does work out, that they truly are in love. But 9 times out of 10, these marriages do not work out. They're deceptive, and they're liars, and they're abusers. And if you go to the Moroccan embassy website, immigration website, it'll tell you right on the bottom to beware of scammers, beware of fraudulent marriages. It tells you, it warns you right at the bottom. Check it out. Because desperate people do desperate things. So anyway, I wanted to share with you about my story called the scourge of the green card marriage. And it's on the Moroccan World News, and you can look me up and read it yourself. Anyway, I hope this video helps someone so it doesn't happen to you. In the meantime, keep watching the videos. I have on my link how you can sign petitions. I have my email address on there to how you can contact me if it's happened to you, if you want me to share your story. There's other ways you can contact ICE and USCIS. All those links are on there. Use them. If it's happened to you, use them. Go down to immigration, fill out an application, fill out paperwork. Use your voice. Use your voice. But most of these guys or women or guys that if they've been approved, there isn't anything immigration can do about it. But you can use your voice and make a report. And if they ever, something comes up on them, there'll be a red flag on there because immigration has that. They have used you for the green card in their records. All right? So I hope this video has helped someone. In the meantime, make good choices and take care. Bye for now.